Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about the money habits that keep you poor. 1. You don't have a budget or keep it up to date. If you don't have a budget, how do you know how much money you're earning, spending, and saving? Without a budget, it is very difficult to accomplish your financial goals. A budget is all about knowing how much you earn so that you can set spending targets and hopefully save some money. Just knowing how much you're spending can help you spend less because you become more conscious about it. And you have to update your budget and make changes as you progress. If you didn't grow up in an environment where good financial habits were taught, a budget is the first step to becoming financially aware. 2. You're not aware of your spending habits. Do you tend to overspend on eating out but underspend on groceries? This bad habit of keeping you broke tends to go hand in hand with lacking a budget. While you can't change how much you earn in the near term, you can definitely change how much you spend, especially non-essential expenses like eating out, entertainment, and other expenses that are more wants than needs. It's a lot easier to spend more money when you don't know how much you already spent. Additionally, if you know where you tend to spend too much money, you can be hyper-focused on those areas when you're making purchases. 3. You're spending too much money on stuff you don't need. Have you ever bought something that you never end up using? We've all had those purchases that we think back on like, why the hell did I buy that? These types of purchases can really hurt in the long run because it may feel like not a big deal at the moment. That souvenir was only $20 that you ended up putting in a closet. No big deal, it's only $20. But if you would have invested that $20 instead, you could have doubled it in 10 years. That might not seem like much, but if you start to add up all of the unnecessary purchases plus investment returns, it can become a big amount. 4. You hold on to stuff, giving you a false sense of wealth. Have you ever been to someone's house and it's packed full of stuff? Or maybe you're the one with a bunch of stuff in your house. When people buy a lot of stuff that they keep in their house, it can create a sense of being wealthy. We have 2 cars, a garage full of tools, a boat, skis and snowboards, bicycles, and decorations all around the house. These can really go on. And if you're doing this, you may feel more wealthy than in reality. You have the illusion that you've bought all this stuff, so I must be fine financially. Buying stuff is one of the habits keeping you broke if you feel like all of that stuff means you're wealthy. Only the money you have in investments and assets is an indication of your wealth. 5. Buying cheap or quantity instead of quality. Have you ever bought something only for it to break and have to buy another one? We've done this many times in the past. Instead of paying more for something, we buy the cheap version, but then it breaks and we have to buy another one. An easy example is sunglasses. You buy a cheap pair and you accidentally drop them, instantly breaking them. Time to buy another cheap pair. What if you just bought one nice pair and they outlast all of your cheap pairs? Why buy 5 nice t-shirts when we can buy 20 t-shirts for the same amount? But you're probably only going to wear 5 shirts, or those 5 shirts may even outlast the 20 shirts. 6. You don't have long-term goals or your goals are vague. This is probably more common among younger people and definitely happened to us. Either you don't have goals at all or your goals are very vague about the future. If you don't have any goals, you're likely to be more carefree with your money. With no goals, you have no reason to spend less or save more. And what about vague goals? You want to retire one day. Okay, great. What do you need to do to retire? You want to pay off your debt. Okay, great. What do you need to do to pay off your debt? Goals are not hopes and dreams. It's about doing some research and setting specific targets. In both cases, having no goals or having vague goals, you're more likely to spend your money that is not beneficial long-term. When you have specific targeted goals, it's a lot easier to tell yourself, I'm not going to buy that because I need to put this money towards my debt. Specific goals give you a reason to consciously choose how you allocate your money. Check out our post on how to set financial goals. 7. You're not investing extra money. Do you have money sitting in a low-yielding savings account? If so, why? If you don't need that money in the near term, you should be investing it in assets that provide a better return. The goal of banks is to hold your deposits, cash, for as little cost as possible. It's how they are able to make money. So don't hold your money in cash or in a savings account. Invest your extra money. It is one of the few ways that you can build your wealth. Investing involves risk, but you likely will not achieve your financial goals without investing your money. 8. You don't pay off your credit card balances. Keeping a credit card balance and paying interest is one of the worst habits keeping you broke. The high interest rates on credit cards can significantly damage your finances, causing you to spend extra money on interest each month. If you can, you should be paying off your credit card balance each month. Some people just don't realize that they're wasting money because they think they only need to make the minimum payment. Or they don't realize how much extra money they're spending on interest. A lot of people do struggle to pay off their credit card balance though. If you are struggling to pay off your balance each month, you may have to create a temporary plan until you can pay down the balance. It may require you to spend only on the essentials until the card is paid off. But this will save you money because you won't be paying interest anymore. 9. You don't have a financial plan. While you may think a financial plan and a budget are the same, they are different. And not having a financial plan might be one of the habits keeping you broke. A budget is focused more on the next month or quarter, while a financial plan is focused on the next decade. 10. You don't feel confident discussing money. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't feel confident talking about money and finance. This habit can be keeping you poor because it's a negative mindset. Most of us did not grow up in an environment where financial literacy was important. Make sure to watch the full video. Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.